explain what my crazy Colosseum world has. So first up you have sword. Of course it is very basic. I'll discuss every single item, plus these of course. But if you crouch with it you get a speed boost. That's basically everything that has to offer. Of course just armor, tier 1 armor. You also have a bow. There are 2 different versions other than the vanilla ones. A TNT arrow. Let me show you that. But you also have a blindness arrow. This one. A totem, very basic. These are also very basic, although if you try to get multiple of them, there is a limit on the amount of stuff you can get. Then we have the special items. Tier 1, when in the last 3 slots. Fighter of Health gives you 2 rows of health. Midas Heart gives you 8 hearts of absorption every now and then. Regen Shard gives you regeneration. Elevation Template gives you jump boost. Feather of Swiftness gives you speed. Diamond of Durability gives you resistance. And Shard of Strength gives you, well, strength. Now, these are a bit more special because they don't only have the passive abilities but also the active abilities. So if you crouch with them, you actually gain an extra level of set effect. You also have the Fork of the Sea. Normal edition gives you speed but also level of weakness, so it's still balanced. Of course, arrows. Lasso, if you're holding them, they create this kind of barrier. You have to hit them, every one of them manually, so this is good for PvP, not for PvE. We also have the fried egg. The normal one gives, well, a lightning bolt. You also have a setting to turn it into that ice spike right there. Next item is the force field. Let me just show you along with the minion summoner. The minion summoner summons a skeleton, but if there's someone like farther than 5 blocks away, so it won't target yourself, and within 50 blocks, then it will target them. But since it will just target me. But yeah, let me show you. It yeets them up in the air. Furthermore, we also have a fishing rod, and has 2 types of abilities. It goes where you look, so it can actually deal some damage. It is precision based, and also you can block it if the other player you're trying to hit also holds it, as it accelerates for the closest person holding it. Life Stealer and Chicken Nugget. The Chicken Nugget, if you crouch with it, it heals you and also saturates you if you don't have full hunger. And the Life Stealer actually gives you a little bit of health once you hit someone. That's gonna be it for the regular items. Now let's go on to the special items. Blade, basically the same as the normal blade, but with sharpness 2. You also have a better bow and a better trident, which now has loyalty as well. A shield, which is nice. An axe, which can bend the shield, and that also works with dash ability, which I'm gonna show you later. And tier 2 armor. The helmet actually gives you regeneration in pulses. Boots actually give you instant health every now and then. Yeah, there we go. You saw it. Wasn't very clear, but it does work, I assure you. Next you have stone. This is actually infested stone. That's just to place stuff, cobwebs. And there we have the next couple of special items. Breeze wand and a blaze wand. Those actually give you items instead of effects. but the blaze wand also gives you fire resistance and pulses. So fire charge, if you drop it on the floor and you're also holding one, you can actually use it to shoot one. Blue egg, of course, corresponds to those, and it's a renewable way to get eggs. You have a landmine. They can blow up, but it has a chance to fail. And breeze ball, experience bottle. They can either be used as mending for the helmet, or you can use it as an explosion if it's turned on. Phantom membrane gives you a jump pad, a safer option for the landmine, a little bit more consistence. So the heavy core is basically a permanent version of the active ability of the diamond durability, giving you resistance to permanently, but also slowness. Mean Summoner gives you pointed dropstone, which if held summons evocation fangs. There are 3 different actions you can do. So yeah, that's what I mean with it. Pointed dripstone. It summons evocation fangs. Bomb. Very straightforward. Jump pad. Leap shoe. Beware of the damage though. Essence of life gives you a totem when standing on it. Regen cluster gives you regen when standing on it. The Nether Star gives you an end rod, which if you stand on that, you get a iron sword with mainly fire aspect and knockback, which is good because people are wearing netherite armor as chest piece in the OP section. This is melting ice, just melting ice, but only if you're playing on day. Let me show you the axe. It has a cooldown to use, but you can also just walk away and then get it back like so, but it will be taking a bit longer than if you were just going to combo it by keeping it in your main hand. So yeah, that's it for the items. Now let me show you 3 movement things. So if you crouch, you do a dash forward. It does hurt mobs, so let me summon a villager again. It does do damage. Okay, so if you crouch whilst the cooldown for the dash is enabled, you do a charge jump. Then you can do, yeah, that could be useful for the mace. And if you crouch mid-air, you do a double jump. There we go. I just had to time it. Just be careful, but it's super OP with the mace. So yeah, bye guys.